Hello, lovelies. I'm Colette Case, and I spent far too many years explaining to people why their dogs absolutely judge them. They do. But now I'm here to bring you this episode of Old Dog, the show that asks, what if the news wasn't terrible and also had more puppies? I'm going to tell you about a fugitive dog swimming a ridiculously long distance, Mexico delivering a miracle mop of hope, Japan's top dog names that seem to come straight out of a dessert menu, and why Australians are mining for dogs. Buckle up, dog lovers, and let's go. We've all heard the names Max, Bella, Buddy. Yeah, but Japan is naming dogs like they're tiny anime protagonists with a seasonal drink sponsorship. Seriously. Coming in at number 10 in Japan's 2025 most popular dog names is Chocolate, or Choco, because in Japan, even the dogs have names that sound like they're auditioning for a pop idol group and a dessert menu at the same time. Then there's Leo, which is apparently the go-to for the little lion-hearted dogs. Even if he is a chihuahua who shivers when you fart too loud, Leo still believes he can take on Godzilla. Momo is a big one for all the bitches. That's the female dogs. I've got you, my bitches. Number 1, though, is Mugi, which means wheat. And sounds incredibly wholesome, doesn't it? Like a dog name that comes with its own sourdough starter and kombucha. And yes, Mugi won for the 5th consecutive year. 5 years. Japan's dogs are out here with legacy names like furry aristocracy. Meanwhile, in native English-speaking countries, we're naming our pets things like Max and Buddy. Also, and it's very interesting, that Japanese naming trends mean that they use different writing styles for different breeds, which kind of just makes my head explode. For example, Chihuahuas get names in katakana. Shiba Inus get names in hiragana. And British Bulldogs mostly get named after blokes who look like they've been banned from Weatherspoons. Honestly, mocha, sora, latte, it's giving that menu vibe, isn't it? It's giving cafe. I don't know if I want to pet them or place an order for them with soy milk. A rescue dog in the UK swam 160 kilometres, crossed counties, and survived on a remote island because of course she did. Her name, Amber, her energy, K9 Lara Croft. Amber had just arrived in the UK from Qatar, already a hell of a commute, and within 24 hours of being placed in a high-security foster home, she pulled a Shawshank Redemption and bolted. For 36 days she roamed Hampshire and Dorset like a little furry fugitive, and she ignored anyone who tried to help. Classic Gen Z dog. Don't touch me, I've got trauma. Eventually, she swam out to Brownsea Island, because why not? Most of us can't commit to swimming 3 laps at the gym. But Amber was like, sod it, I see land, swim for it. She evaded everyone trying to rescue her, went feral, ate who knows what, and then she swam back, only to finally be rescued by 2 blokes in a boat. They probably thought they found the world's saddest mermaid. She's back now. A little bit underweight, but okay, and has received hundreds of adoption offers, which is great news. Seriously though, if this dog does not get a Disney deal, I'm starting a petition. Let's talk about Soñador, which is a Spanish name for dreamer, a name that has me already feeling a little bit weepy, and we've not even started yet. Well, this poor pup survived 10 years of neglect. He was stuck on a rooftop in Mexico covered in kilos of matted fur. Kilos, can you imagine? Crusted in infections, and somehow he came out alive. Look, Most of us would crumble if our Wi-Fi went out for a weekend. Soñador lived like a medieval prisoner, and he came out wagging. When rescuers from Cerros Libres, Mexico, finally reached him, he was unrecognizable, like if a mop and Chewbacca had had a tragic baby. But after proper grooming, vet care, and lots of love, he emerged an entirely different dog. Handsome, whole, and very clearly not planning to go back to that roof. This is the kind of dog story that makes you believe in second chances and also makes you want to go out and arrest every single person who walked past for bloody 10 years and did nothing. Anyway, Sonador is recovering, and before you ask, there are plenty of people out there who want to adopt him. And come on, he deserves a literal throne made of treats and his own Spotify playlist of affirmations. Huge love to the incredible rescue community in Mexico. They are amazing. And they've proved once again that with a little compassion and without a lot of extra fur, anything is possible. In Australia, a Labrador named Ted has been rescued from a literal hole in the ground. No, not metaphorically, an actual mine shaft, 8 meters down, 4 days missing. Just Ted in the void. But don't worry, this is a good news segment. Ted had escaped from his backyard in central Victoria with his partner in crime, Penny the labradoodle. While Ted went full Indiana Jones and jumped or plummeted into a disused mine shaft, Penny did what any ride or die best mate would do. She stayed by the hole and barked her little heart out until someone noticed. The heroes of the hour? Specialist volunteers from the CFA's Oscar I Mine Rescue Brigade. First Lieutenant Carl Shea described the shaft as only about 1 meter wide, which isn't very big. They checked the air, suited up, and sent someone down with a harness because when Ted heard voices, he was apparently very happy to see people. I can only imagine Ted. Turns out there were 3 more open mine shafts within 4 meters of the one Ted fell into. No wonder Central Victoria needs a mine rescue team. It's casually sprinkled with dog traps from a Wile E. Coyote cartoon. Anyway, the good news is Ted's back home. He's lost a bit of weight, but he's safe, and Penny is quite rightly a local legend. Somewhere in Australia, I think a mine rescue team has just added Labrador extraction to their CVs. Honestly, if you ever get lost in the bush, your best hope is a labradoodle with separation anxiety and a rescue crew who loves dogs just as much as we do here at All Dog. That wraps up this week's goodest news. From island hopping hounds to miracle rescues, dogs once again proved that they are absolute legends. I've been Colette Case. This has been All Dogs. Stay curious, stay kind, and join us for some more sniffs around the globe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for your weekly dose of happy, and help us reach 1 million subscribers. All Dog out.